Hi everyone, my name is Alexey. I'm the co-founder of the Strike Arena franchise, and today I'm in St. Petersburg at 17 Fedor Abramov Street. Here, 5 months ago, we recorded a video about what a computer club should look like in 2024. Just recently, we technically opened. I invite you to join me in evaluating our club, which is a very important point that I would like to highlight. Attention, this is that we rented a space like up on the second line and in the basement, and our task was to create a premium feel. It's quite difficult, and to be honest, this was our first experience when we managed to do this. We managed to accomplish the main task. When we enter our club, we don't have the feeling that we are going into a basement. And let me show you how the club has transformed over these 5 months. Compared to what was here before, the club has changed beyond recognition. Let's meet our partner, Kirill. They opened up in the city of St. Petersburg. Kirill, I greet you.
Hey there.
Can you please tell me how you came up with the idea to open a computer club?
In the year, it was 1819, in Petrogradka, we came up and saw a computer club.
When they are still around now, they are still alive. Dima.
It's really interesting how we came to this awesome club. All the tables have cutouts, new hardware, everything shines beautifully. The RGB lighting is awesome everywhere. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I loved it. We decided to give it a try.
And what influenced that? Why didn't you open it yourselves? Why did you choose to go for a franchise?
First experience, because in offline business in general, before this, we hadn't tried anything in offline business. We hadn't done anything, so this is the beginning to the end. Strike Arena offered the most adequate, so to speak, conditions for the purchase of equipment, for royalties, for the increased fee. Plus, we requested a commercial offer from several franchises, but we only requested it from those who are offline themselves, to whom we came. So Strike Arena was one of them. We requested a commercial proposal, looked it over, compared who offers what prices for the equipment and what conditions they provide, who offers what kind of support. And we decided to stop at Strike Arena because the franchise isn't even the top one yet, and not even top 2, not top 3. Guys, we think young and hungry. We work with people like that. We love it. When there's none of that 2-story sales department, or any other department where you just feel like you got there by accident, like on a conveyor belt. They close about 50 applications every day, and they really focus on you. And they offered ready-made solutions for all stages. The question about opening the club is what I would like to address, because there was no prior experience in offline business.
We've been working for a week now. So, Mark, Chris, Indiana, what are your first impressions of the club? How do you evaluate your work overall?
Well, I was involved in all the stages of the construction here. I know that here, where you can take a look, it's a bit... But we tried to paint everything as thoroughly as possible. The walls, even just the walls. We painted everything, even under the wallpaper, so that nothing would show through anywhere. There's not a single spot. But overall, it's awesome. So when we finally finished everything, we sat down here on the couch and thought, wow, it seems like we actually pulled it off. When we discussed prices, the price list, here we are.
We made it a bit more expensive than our closest competitors. When you came in yesterday, you told me to raise the prices right at the official opening.
Well, we raised it a bit.
Yeah, right. And how is that related?
People say it's cheap on Yandex Maps. In a week on Yandex Maps. We've already collected 20 reviews while I've been here, and the prices are based on those reviews for the week. Before his reviews, they write that the prices are cheap prices, low prices, how prices can be cheap. People are writing cheap prices. And he himself yesterday, I sat down solo, and it seemed to me that 200 rubles an hour is too little. it really honestly seemed to me that it's too little.
I think you can charge a lot more for something like that because it's very beautiful watching. The impressions at best are very pleasant, and there's a feeling that it's affordable. An important component of a successful gaming club is its atmosphere. It is created through cool music, polite, kind stuff, and stylish, modern design.
I think when people choose a club to go to, they look on VKontakte, on Yandex Maps. They still initially, well, like I did, like we always did, when we went to a computer club, we first looked at the peripherals and the hardware, basically the insides of the computer. Well, because there have been times when you go to a club, sit down, and there's some card like a 1060 or 660, and it's lagging, you can't even play the game properly.
So, what's the most interesting part when you come to the club? Let's say I'm a consumer. I play the game myself, although I don't know what it's called, but I can just play the game, and I can play the game, co-owner of the franchise. That is, I don't pay attention to what kind of video card, what kind of mouse is there. Perhaps I either like it or I don't like it. That is, I went to the club, I look at the sphere, I like it here or I don't like it. For example, I start to breathe comfortably or breathe uncomfortably. Games lag or don't lag. Ordinary people who don't understand, they think in these categories, and that's why it's important for everything to be enjoyable, starting from the atmosphere all the way to having a good graphics card and peripherals.
Yeah, I'm saying that people can't fully appreciate the atmosphere. They still check the specs somewhere, probably on maps, so they initially look at the hardware. And when they come back, of course, for the second time, the first impression is crucial. And right from the entrance, people understand that they generally like it here. And when we have the reception area, people come in down the corridor to the right, and it's like, oh, wow. People walk in, oh. And oh, immediately from everyone, like, why are we here? Why didn't we open earlier? Because people come in and just do nothing. The sin of this, then Marino went, played. I generally went to the center, played this guy somewhere, so people come and just take, thank you for showing up. So talking about the design, cool stuff, the space, ventilated hardware, powerful, basically that's what people say in reviews.
You built it in 5 months, which is basically, you could say, almost a record in Tiumen. Our partner also took about 5 to 6 months to build. What were the difficulties? Why did it take so long? Why didn't it work out in a month and a half, 2 or 3 months? What difficulties did you face?
5 months because we got flooded. The space is 250 square meters. It goes deep in there. The ceilings are really bulging. There's a big bulge that popped up on the ceiling. This month was spent just dealing with the flood, so the renovation and construction took about 4 months. We spent a month fixing it.
4 months for such a club of this scale is normal. A lot depends on the location. So first of all, the success and profitability of this business depends first and foremost on the location. We need to open in the right place so that people can see us and there are actually people to come. And secondly, the renovation itself depends on the space. So the renovation can take like a month and a half if everything is basically ready, like 4 to 5 months. Sometimes it can take up to 7 months to build a club. It all depends on the different situations. How did you open this business for the soul? Or is the business model attractive to you? Do you want to scale up?
It's definitely an interesting business model. I really like the profitability. And we, as consumers, know this business from the client side.
It is very important to do a club for an adult and financially capable audience. Do it as if it were for yourself.
Yeah, we try to avoid common areas because there are these school kids who play very emotionally, so to speak.
Yeah, very much so.
That's why we always tried in these VIP area. How we even went, that is, here I was saying, the first club that I saw, we went there was a VIP, 5 computers. The 2 of us, we come, all 5 computers, we buy out just so that there wouldn't be any ourselves. And there we sit, just the 2 of us playing. And that was comfortable for us. And we want to provide that kind of comfort for everyone so that there is not 20, 30 machines are together.
There 20, 30 machines in one big room and people sitting there shouting at each other. The company Strike Arena has been around since 2018. And from that moment on, our company underwent numerous transformations and improvements. If in 2018 we had just common areas, by 2020 we opened 2 separate establishments under the name like X Game. This is Sony, PlayStation, and separate computers in the entire VIP format. But in 2023, we combined all of this into Strike Arena. And in 2024, we realized that the future is with clubs that offer not just CV formats, but solo, DUO, and trio options for gamers who come with friends or want to play alone. And we received enormous demand from guests. So they come and book almost a week in advance because there aren't enough spots available. And we see what are your upcoming plans for the next 3 years. Thinking of opening more clubs there.
Are you planning to open more clubs in this area? Are you looking at the development, how it's evolving your... We believe in it and we want to open more. We had plans to open one in our city soon. Well, there's only one club there that's been around for 50 years, I don't know. So, it's like a cross between a computer and an office setup, just on wheels, very...
It may seem like there are almost 3,000 clubs in Russia, but there are still many places with populations of 20, 30, 40, or 50,000 people where clubs can open up. Even in small towns, they can set up and attract people. And people go there to play. They don't operate around the clock, and they might not be open on weekends, or only by request, but people still go there.
The game is such that there are no choices, and we look at it like, well, there are more than 10 schools in the city. It operates in a place with a population of, I don't know, maybe 160 right now. And, there are young people, and they're doing something for them there and there. The competition is not even among computer clubs because there aren't any, but rather pure competition in the entertainment sector.
Well, and probably I would wrap up with the thought that it's a computer. Computer clubs have become a full-fledged alternative for relaxation.
For leisure, it's really something, among the stars they have become, no matter how you look at it, they work like that from the very beginning.
Well, yeah, people come in now, we come in ourselves, we play, we choose. It's not like going to a doll shop, we just sat in a restaurant to eat and then moved on. A girl with a company for 3-4 hours, just the 2 of them, with friends. It's hard to come up with the perfect weekend, but it's really great that we're moving in this direction together. Thank you for choosing our franchise and for trusting us. Words of gratitude from our entire team. We are grateful to you for your trust. We'll work on it, and I hope we'll open more than one club together.
Of course, I would like that.
The main goal of Strike Arena is to make a computer club as familiar and accessible to people as going to a bar, restaurant, or club. If you want to open a modern computer club with a team of professionals, contact Strike Arena.